Hello students, today we are going to study topic number 7.7, power in AC circuit, and also a power factor. Now students, we know for LCR AC circuit, source voltage is given by this equation: V is equal to Vm sin omega t as usual, and current is given by I is equal to Im sin omega t plus phi, where this phi is the phase difference between voltage and the current. So even this equation also we have obtained for the current. We also know that Im is a maximum current or peak value of current, which is given by Vm upon Z, and Z is the impedance of the circuit. Also, the phase difference between voltage and the current, that is phi, is equal to tan inverse Xc minus XL upon R. So even this formula we have obtained. So here these formulas are not new for you. Now, instantaneous power supplied by the source. Now we know instantaneous power small p is equal to V into I. Equation of V and equation of I. Here it is. Then Vm and Im, they are constants, so they are taken out. What is remained? Sin omega t and sin omega t plus phi. Now applying this formula of trigonometry, sin A into sin B is equal to 1 by 2 in bracket cos A minus B minus cos A plus B. You can see here in this equation, this term, this is like A and this is like B. So it is sin A into sin B. So applying this relation of trigonometry, here we will get instantaneous power P is equal to Vm Im upon 2 cos phi minus cos 2 omega t plus phi. So students, you need to do some paperwork for this. So apply this formula. Now average power over a cycle is given by, over a cycle means over one period of time, is given by capital P. This capital P is nothing but it is average of instantaneous power, that is this. So when we take the average, we know that the constants are taken out, so here constant is taken out, and average of this term. Now students, here this term is written like this: Vm upon root 2 into Im upon root 2. These two are equal only. Why we have written in terms of root 2 into root 2? It is because Vm upon root 2 is nothing but it is RMS value of V, and Im upon root 2 is RMS value of I. That's why we have written this 2 in terms of root 2 into root 2 in denominator. Now average of cos phi, you can see here this term is not a function of time, but here this term is a function of time. So as this term is not a function of time, this can be considered as constant, and average of constant will remain same only. So we have written average of cos phi as cos phi only, minus average of cos 2 omega t plus phi. Its average will be 0. Students, always remember, if it is normal cos or sine which is a function of time, its average over one period of cycle will be 0. And if it is a square, then its average will be 1 by 2. So only remember this shortcut. So here this average will be 0, and so we have put here 0. So now what is remained? Vi cos phi. So average power P is equal to Vi cos phi, or this can be written as P is equal to I square Z cos phi. Why? It is because we know that V is equal to I Z, where Z is the impedance of the circuit. So in place of V, if we put IZ, then we will get this equation. But this is more important, and it is quite easy to remember because we already know that power P is equal to V into I. Here one more term is there, which is called the power factor of the circuit. So here this cos phi is nothing but it is a power factor. So even the power of the LCR circuit depends on not only on V and I, but it also depends on cos phi. Now students, here this cos phi is known as power factor. Now there are some special cases related to this equation. So remember this equation of power. First case, resistive circuit, means if there is only resistor connected in a circuit with AC source. So what will happen? We know that when only resistor is connected to the circuit, phase difference between V and I is 0. So using this formula, P is equal to Vi cos 0, because phi is 0, and we know that cos 0 is equal to 1. So we get power P is equal to V into I. So in a resistive circuit, maximum power is dissipated. Now purely inductive or purely capacitive circuit, means if an inductor is connected to AC source or a capacitor is connected to AC source, then we know that phase difference phi will be pi by 2. So power P is equal to Vi cos, value of phi is pi by 2, but cos pi by 2 is 0, and so 0 into anything is 0. So power dissipated in such circuit with only inductor or capacitor will be 0. Students, when only inductor or only capacitor is there in the AC circuit, power consumed is 0. In this situation, the current flowing in the circuit is called a wattless current. Student, here power obtained is 0 in such circuits, that doesn't mean there is no current in the circuit. Current is there in the circuit, but still the power obtained is 0. And so such type of current is called a wattless current. Means wattless means no power is dissipated for such situations. Now third case, for LCR series circuit, means when all these three are connected together in series. We know that phase difference between voltage and current is given by tan inverse Xc minus XL upon R. This formula we have obtained earlier. So in LCR series circuit, the value of phi is neither 0 nor pi by 2. It is between 0 to pi by 2. And so some power gets dissipated, and that power is dissipated only in the resistor. Students, always remember, when the power gets dissipated, that dissipates in the resistor only. Students, here this condition should not be a resonant condition. In that case, it is true. So I have written here, hence in RL or RC or LCR circuit, the power is dissipated only in the resistor. Not only LCR, if it is RL circuit or if it is RC circuit, then also the condition will be same, that power is dissipated only in the resistor. Now for resonance in LCR circuit, students, this was also the case for LCR, but here the case is for resonance in LCR circuit. Student, we know that the condition for resonance is Xc minus XL is equal to 0. That is, both Xc and XL are equal. In that case also, phi is equal to 0, and hence we will get power P is equal to V into I, because cos 0 is equal to 1. This formula can be written as P is equal to I square Z, but here we know that impedance Z is equal to R in case of resonance, and so here in place of Z we are going to write R. Now here in this case, the maximum power is dissipated in a circuit through resistor R. Now students, example number 7.7 and 7.10, they are not based on calculation, they are based on simple explanation. So if you are thorough about the previous topics, that means if the previous topics are clear to you, then you can easily answer for these two examples. Now let us start example number 7.8. Given an LCR AC circuit, the peak value of voltage is given 283 volt. Frequency of AC is 50 Hz. Resistor, its value is 3 ohm. Value of inductor is 25.48 millihenry, and value of capacitor is 796 microfarad. So these are the given values, and we want to find here impedance Z, phase difference phi, power in the circuit, and the power factor. This cos phi is a power factor. So now let us start with A. Students, we know that impedance Z in LCR series circuit is given by square root of R square plus Xc minus XL square. Let us give this equation number 1. Now first we will find the value of Xc and XL. Now Xc means capacitive reactance is equal to 1 upon omega c, that we know, where omega is equal to 2 pi nu. Now these values are given, so just put these values, calculate it. You will get Xc is approximately 4 ohm. Students, you may get some variation in this value, but if you will round up that value, then you will get 4 ohm. Now XL, inductive reactance, is equal to omega L. Value of omega is 2 pi nu. Just put the given values and calculate it. You will get this as approximately 8 ohm. So now we obtain the value of Xc and XL. So we will put that values here. Value of resistor is already given to us. So when we put all these values, we will get impedance. So impedance Z is equal to 3 square 4 minus 8. 4 minus 8. This is the value of resistor. Calculating this, you will get impedance Z is equal to 5 ohm. Now phase difference. Phase difference is given by phi is equal to tan inverse of Xc minus XL upon R. All these values are known to us. Just put that values and calculate. You will get minus 4 by 3. Tan inverse of minus 4 by 3. Then using the table of natural tangent, you will get the value of phi. Students, you must be knowing how to use the table of natural tangent. So we get the value of phase difference is equal to minus 53.1 degree. Students, see this. This value is negative. It is because here Xc is less than XL. That is the reason that value of phi is negative. And if the value of phi is negative, that means current lags behind the voltage by this much phase difference. Now first we will find D and then C. First we will find power factor, because this value of power factor can be used to find the power. So first we are going to find the power factor. We know that power factor is cos phi. Value of phi we have already obtained. So putting this and once again using the natural cosine table, you will get this as 0.6. Now power dissipated in the circuit. We know that it is P is equal to IV cos phi. Value of cos phi is 0.6, and here we have used that I is equal to V by Z. So if we put I is equal to V by Z, we will get this as V square upon Z. But we don't have value of V, which is RMS value. But we know that V is equal to Vm upon root 2. So in place of this V, we will put Vm upon root 2. So we will get Vm square upon 2Z. Now all these values are known to us. Just put these values, you will get power equal to 4805 watt, approximate value. The value which you calculate can differ a little, so don't worry about that. Now example number 7.9. Students, for this example we have to use the given values of example number 7.8. that is this example. We have to use the values given in this example. But here the case is for resonance. Now the circuit is considered to be resonating condition. So we know that resonance can be obtained for some other value of frequency. At this frequency the resonance is not obtained. So we have to change this value of frequency to get the resonance. So here we have to first find the frequency at which the circuit gets this resonating condition. So we have to find this resonance frequency nu naught. Also we have to find the impedance in this case, also the RMS current as well as power. Now students, we know that during resonance omega naught is equal to 1 upon root of LC, that we know. Value of L is given to us, value of C is also given to us. So just put the values and calculate it. You will get approximately 222.1 radian per second. Now we know that omega naught is equal to 2 pi nu naught. So to obtain this nu naught, we can write nu naught is equal to omega upon 2 pi. Omega we have obtained here, divide by 2 and value of pi, which is 3.14. So after calculating this, we will get nu naught is equal to 35.4 Hertz. So resonant frequency is 35.4 Hertz. Now impedance. Students, we know that in resonance condition Xc minus XL is equal to 0. And so in the formula of impedance, if we put this condition, then we will get Z is equal to R, and value of R is 3 ohm. So in the resonance condition of the circuit, Z is equal to R, which is equal to 3 ohm, because value of R is already given to us. Now RMS current, denoted by capital I, is equal to V by Z. where Z is the impedance. But once again, this RMS voltage is not given to us, but we know that RMS voltage V is equal to Vm upon root 2. So we have kept here Vm upon root 2, and Z is equal to R. Now just put these values which are given. We will get RMS current I is equal to 66.7 ampere. Finally, power dissipated at resonance, P is equal to V into I, or we can use this formula also, I square R. Why we are using this R and not Z? Because we know that during resonance Z is equal to R. That's why. Now students, we know the formula for power P is VI cos phi, but here phi is equal to 0 and therefore cos phi will be 1, and that's why power is given by V into I. Now V is 200, RMS value of V is 200, and I is 66.7. Now this V is not given to us, RMS value of V is not given, but we know that V is equal to Vm upon root 2, and Vm is given to us. So we can get this value of V. Now calculating this, we will get power approximately equal to 13350 watt. This value can also be written as 13.35 kilowatt, just by putting the decimal point in place of here to this place. So we have moved 3 decimal places towards left side, and so it will be 13.35 into 10 raised to 3 watt, but 10 raised to 3 means it is kilo. So students, I hope you understood today's topic about power in LCR circuit as well as these examples. Still, if you find any difficulty in the calculation, then you can ask me.